Alright, now I'm live. Alright, cool. Hey, what's up, Bisco? How are you doing? Leave the cat still. Yeah, I was doing TCG. Yeah, I think the last time I was playing was literally last stream. But yeah, I'm gonna do my daily commissions before I start wishing for Baizhu. I was trying to fix the freaking wallpaper I had for stream, but that wasn't working, so I was like, you know what, screw it, I don't even care. So I'm just like, it is what it is. Hey, what's up, your milk? How are you doing? I keep on downloading like the wrong resolution for the wallpapers for stream. Well, checking to come check. I was coming to check if you're live, and then you got the notification. Nice. Yeah, we'll do some of our daily commissions first, or actually all of them, and then I'll get started on wishing for Baizhu since I know that's exciting. I won't be going for his weapon though. Just Baizhu. I'm at 70 pity, praying that I get Kave and Ganyu. Nice. I'm at 61 pity myself. So hopefully... But it's on a 50-50 though, so it's like... anything can happen.
You are not welcome here.
I'm pulling for Ganyu, I can't stop wishing help. Same. Well, I already got Ganyu, but I'm talking about for Baizhu. I just want Snake Man. There's a lot of people are calling it now. Yeah, so many characters to get my companionship level up for. I'm Gareth, so I'm pretty sure I'll get Ganyu, but I don't know about Kave. Yeah, I don't know about Kave either, but like sometimes Kave will come early, like on the first handful, but then like for other people, he'll come after like over like 90 plus pulls, which is terrible. Hey, what's up, Infring Gamer and Stornor? How are you guys? Hope I didn't miss anything. Nope, you did not miss anything. I'm just doing my daily commissions to give a chance for people to come over before I start wishing. I'm at 61 pity, so on a 50-50 though. So hoping that I get him, you know, on the 50-50 or early, or if I do get like a 5-star, right? Hopefully it's like just early. But I'm at 61 pity, yeah. The first things first, we're gonna do daily commissions.
Rain outlines your fate. You asked for it.
Look at that 2,000 damage. You're wishing for weapon? Nope, I am not wishing for weapon. Baizhu's not one of those characters I'm like stoked for. I'm still getting him regardless, but he's not one of those characters that are like, yes, I want to play him or something like that. So... Hey, what's up, Game Street? So yeah, I would just be wishing for just Baizhu. Just let me do my daily commission, guys, and we'll get right to it. Now this is closer. How are you doing? I'm doing great. I didn't have breakfast, guys, but I asked my family who's out and about on errands to bring me back something. I just gave them my card and I'm just waiting till food comes. That's it. So at some point in the stream, I'll be munching on stuff. See ya in an hour or 30 minutes. Yeah, no worries, no worries. Have a fun time. Wait, did I not get that chest in this area? Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I haven't explored this area yet. Or I have, but only for necessary quests. I already pulled Baizhu? No, I have not pulled Baizhu yet. I'll pull for Baizhu after daily commissions.
Stay close. No going off on your
What do you
own.
guys think of him if you guys use him in like the character trial? Because I haven't even used him yet. Oh, should I just do the character trial and then pull for Baizhu? I think I should do that. I've never done that before. Or I'll do like the trial and then I wish. I've never done that. I always just wished and then did the trial second for whatever reason. Will you be pulling for weapon? No, I will not be pulling for weapon. Yeah, I'm reserving my card for characters like to get their weapons. Oh, like if I have like an extra temple, then I'll probably do like 1 temple on it. But that's like the most I'll do. Oh no, I'm not really feeling it with Baizhu. Tell me if you got Baizhu when I come back. Yeah, no worries. Let me get pull and trial. Oh, pull and trial. Never heard of doing that before. Can you actually do that? Yeah, we're gonna have to check that out right after I do this. And I wasn't paying attention. I think it's this one? Nope, it wasn't. It was this one. Alright, let's actually pay attention this time. To be honest, Baizhu weapon is really bad, only goes good on him. Yeah, like flexibility wise and using his catalyst weapon with other characters, not too great. For him, 100%. But for like using for other characters, not really. Versus like Yaimiko's weapon and Nihida's weapon, that can be used for like a lot of catalyst characters, which is nice. Anyways, so most people would go to like his shop over here, right? It's not a shop, clinic. His clinic, right? But we'll try to wish for him on his test run. Let's go check if we can do that. Hey, can you do it? No, you can't. That sucks. That's garbage. But we'll do the trial thing first. Again, then use Thing Show, create some balloons, then Lisa.
A bitter pill to swallow, taking a turn for the better.
Now we got the burst for this guy,
Let me weave you a verse.
and then this.
Let's spark things up.
I bet like most people who do this trial are not gonna really know how to use bloom.
My sword.
They gotta hit him with hydro.
Seems like an emergency.
Try not to enjoy this too
Then use
much.
electro to like get the blooms. Yeah, it triggers it. That's good. Although using this team, I'm not too sure. But other teams, yes. Like probably just cooking right in, easy peasy.
Taking a turn for the better.
Witness the power of Gua.
You're in for a little shock.
Actually not too bad. That's pretty good. I just wouldn't use Lisa. Like, if you're talking about like another 4-star besides Cookie Shinobi, I would say like Fischl instead or something. All right, let's go to the clinic because we can't wish in the trial. So that would be cool if we could wish in the trial. Oh yeah, is Candace on the banner? I want to get her to C6 someday. So if she's on the banner, yeah, who's on the banner again? Fischl, I already have her at C6, but I do not have Candace, and obviously I don't have Kaveh because he's new, along with Baizhu. So the constellations I would be aiming for is Candace and Kaveh. All right. Should we switch to Traveler too? It's a pharmacy, not a clinic. All right. Where is my Traveler?
Just what will we come across this time? What they do then?
All right, so now we're gonna start wishing, guys. So right now we're at 6150. Actually, let's go to shop. And do I have everything? Wow, I don't have everything. I forgot to claim this, guys. I forgot. It's a new month. Don't forget that. And then let's use the rest. Yeah. And I'm gonna get 86 wishes from this. And in total, 94. So if I was starting from 0, I'm guaranteed a character 100%. But right now, I'm already at 61 pity, so let's hope we get it early. Alright, so 61. We're gonna do our first 10 pull. Actually, let's do our single pulls first, because we're at like 61, and just because we're at 94, so I might as well do 4 single pulls. Let's see what happens. Nothing, so we're at 62. $63. $64. $65. 4-star. It's official. Alright. Now, this will be 75 with this 10 pull. Alright. 75, guys. Let's see. Did we win our 50-50? If I lose my 50-50, I hope it's like a Dea or a Mona. Heck, I don't even care who it is at this point. Yes! We won our 50-50, guys. We are lucky. I mean, granted, I was already at like 61 pity in the beginning, but now I have so much leftover wishes that I can just like save it. But I'll do 110 pull on the weapon banner. We'll see how that goes. And we get Kaveh too. So now we still have all characters in the game. Awesome. Nice to get Kaveh and Baizhu on the same pull. Awesome. Alright, so we'll do It's a Moist Path. We'll do that one. And then we'll do 110 pull, guys. There's 110 pull. 110 pull. Nah, man. That would have been so cool though if it was like a 5-star. Like even if I didn't get the weapon, that would have been cool. If it was a 5-star. I guess we're just getting one. Alright. So, oh no, it was 2 weapons. Just kidding. Wait. Is that the Favonius? Oh wait, no, I need the Favonius sword. That's what I need. You know what still leads me to this day, guy? Yeah, to this day, guys, I still have a R4 Favonius sword. Yeah, if you look at my Favonius sword, it's only at R4. And if you look at my other Favonius weapons, right? Where the frick is it? Where's the Favonius? Yeah, I know I have it. Yeah, the Favonius Warbow, I have it R5. And not only I have it at R5, I have so many R5. I have enough to make like 5 R5 warbows. Not 5, 3. Sorry. 3 or 4 actually. Anyways, there's that, and then I have the Favonius Codex. This one could be R5 too, and I already have another R5 up and ready. And then we have the Favonius Lance. We have so much of these ones. But and then for the Claymore, we have the Favonius Claymore, also at R5. But the only weapon that I don't have at R5 out of the Favonius series is a Favonius Sword, still at R4. My luck is terrible. But if I had to go, I might come back later on stream. Yeah, no worries, no worries. We're just happy that we got Baizhu and Kave. Yep, we got these two. Honestly, Kave attacks, not gonna lie, look more cool than Baizhu. But that's just my opinion. And with that, we still have all characters in the game. Alright, so I might as well do the Baizhu story quest song. Actually, do I even have enough to level up Baizhu? Because I was actually debating, like, even though I don't have a signature weapon, right? Like, I could probably just put the free-to-play weapon that you get from Mondstadt on him. That might work. But let's see how much I have. What does he need? So he does use the new Sunshine material, and I already farmed that. What I did not farm though was Violet Grass, because yeah, that's a crappy material to farm. But at least I have Nihita, so I can do that later. And then Kave, what do you need? A lot of these morning flowers.
Where's my key?
And you need the Dendro Cube. Yeah, the Dendro Hypostasis. So I guess I'll have to farm that. Let's go farm that right now, actually. And then I'll head right into the story quest. So how many of you guys wish on the new banner? Because I know like some of you are going for Ganyu and not Baizhu. Right? Am I the only one that went for Baizhu, or did anybody else try to go for him? I haven't bought this boss in like forever. I mean, he's immune to that, so it's like, what am I doing? Yeah, what am I doing to this team? Oh, I can dodge that last one. Oh, yep, that's why. That's why. It's got the Dendro Quartz. Of course, I am not too smart, guys. I am not too smart. Alright, change team. We just need one Dendro character, right? So we can use you, and you.
Let's go get ourselves some answers.
Okay, now we got this solved. Ha 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 ha. I'm got you. Nice. Yeah, unfortunate that we didn't get the 5-star, but you know, it's whatever. Wasn't too big of a deal. But now I can save for a new character, which is probably Kirara from Inazuma, right? Hey, what's up, Aiza Seed? We just wished for
Busted. Shine down. Now you shall perish.
yeah, we just wished for Baizhu and we got him. If you're wondering.
Illusion
I didn't go for his weapon if you're wondering.
quietly now. There is no escape. Gotcha.
And then we just hit it as Dendro, right? That's it, right? Oh, do I do this?
Shine down.
I am not sure how that works. Like, I was just told that you're supposed to do that, but I'm actually not even sure how that works. IS seed. IS seed. Did I say that wrong? Let's see, claim that, and now we can farm this again. I think the last time I farmed this was for Nihira, I believe. Oh yeah, I just realized I should have been using my stuff on, what do you call it? The world bosses. But we can do that later. World bosses can come later. We'll just get started on the world quest right now. Which will probably be held in Liyue, right? So let's go teleport over there and then that's it. So as for new quests, we got Baizhu, claim. Check. Alright, cool. Return to quest to view quest details. All the way over here. The Heart of Healing, Laganaria, Chapter, Act 1. Go to Boo Boo Pharmacy. Might as well use Traveler since we're doing a story quest or a character quest.
There's still a long road ahead.
My gosh. You know, why did I just teleport right there? What am I doing, guys? And look, there is Chi-Chi.
What's your name, buddy? Are you here to buy some medicine? Where are your mom and dad?
I started Baizhu's story quest, Arukubox. Nice. Yeah, if you're ahead of me, then you probably won't have to worry about spoilers. But if you're starting at the same time, you might get spoilers. Unless you're skipping through the dialogue and you don't care.
And I'm here because...
Hey there, Chi-Chi. Hi, Gray. What's going on?
Hi, Traveler and Paimon.
You've actually come at the perfect time. This little boy seems to have gotten himself lost. I think he must be new to the city. Probably wandered away from his parents and...
No, listen to me. I'm not the one who's lost. It's my dad.
Your dad? How does a fully grown man manage to get lost in Liyue Harbor?
Well, my dad's always been kind of forgetful.
He's got
In the
amnesia.
past, he was just a little slow to react sometimes. But I'm worried that it's getting more serious.
So, what about your mom?
She went out a few days
So
ago
he
to gather
has
some herbs for my dad. But she
Alzheimer's?
still hasn't come back. Meanwhile, my dad's been getting worse and worse. I remembered that the owner of Boo Boo Pharmacy always runs a clinic in Chingsa Village during the Lantern Rite. So I thought, why don't I take Dad to Liyue Harbor to see him there?
He must mean
When we
Baizhu.
got to the city gate, I took a moment to ask the Millelith guards for directions to the pharmacy. And then, when I turned back around, my dad was gone. I asked the Millelith guys to go find him, but he said they won't be able to send that many people. So then I figured, maybe I can ask some other people in the city to help.
You came to the right place. We're pros at finding people. Isn't that right, Traveler?
It'll be a piece of cake for us.
Changshin can help. She has a good sense of smell, like a dog.
Changshin.
Hey, who's talking about me behind
Oh,
my
that's the name of the
back?
snake?
Cheng, Chi-Chi meant that as a compliment. There's no need to be upset. Hello, child. You mentioned that you were looking for the owner of Boo Boo Pharmacy. How might we be of service?
You have a talking snake? Oh, are you Uncle Baizhu?
Uncle Baizhu.
Cheng,
Baizhu.
now's not the time. My dear boy, could you tell me more about your father's condition, as much as you can recall?
Yes, Uncle... Dr. Baizhu.
I see. And your family lives near Chingsa Village, you say? I visit patients there frequently, but I don't recall ever seeing you or your parents.
Uh-huh. My mom doesn't like meeting other people, especially during Lantern Rite. She always tells me to just stay at home and keep my dad company.
Is that so?
Actually, yeah, where's the mom?
By any chance, is your mother's name Jiangli?
Whoa, yeah, it is. Do you know my mom, Dr. Baizhu?
I certainly do. Gui, Chi-Chi, are there any pressing matters in the pharmacy at the moment? Ayu's parents are old acquaintances of mine, so I would very much like to assist with the search. Would the two of you have time to join me?
Don't forget us two. We already told Ayu that we'd help.
Oh, really? Well, that's wonderful. We are most grateful for your support.
You can count on us.
Chi-Chi and I need to clear up the shop front first, but once that's taken care of, we'll be right out to help you with the search.
Family is very important.
Thank you. Then I'll leave you to handle the pharmacy. Traveler, Paimon, why don't you come with me and Ayu? Let's start by talking to the Millelith guards at the city gates, see if they have an update.
The Heart of Healing. That's the Millelith guards outside Liyue Harbor. Over there, okay. We can just teleport there, right? It's about the same distance. I can just... I mean, I guess from there I could just glide down.
They searched to the north, but couldn't find anyone who matched the description.
Well, that complicates things. The city folks say there's no sign of him either. We need to start looking further afield. But where are we gonna get the people?
Excuse me, sirs. Have you found out anything about my dad yet?
Ah, hey there, buddy. Dr. Baizhu. What brings you out this way?
The boy asked for our help, so we're here to join the search. Any new developments to update us on?
Oh, thank goodness. We were just discussing how we're running out of manpower. As for updates, I'm sorry to say that we've searched the surrounding area thoroughly, but didn't find anything.
The guards at the crossing up ahead said they hadn't seen anyone either, so we don't believe he was heading towards the Guili Plains. But it is possible that he was bound for Luhua Pool.
Luhua Pool? The terrain there can be tricky to navigate. Let's hope he hasn't run into any trouble.
What is he wandering off to?
You will? Oh, great. We can't thank you enough.
Sorry we weren't able to find your dad, buddy.
That's okay. Thank you for trying.
I like the guards. They were really trying their best to find him. They were even discussing about how they were going to send out more people, or like the possibility of trying to send out more people. I just realized I can just teleport, huh? Yeah, let's just teleport right here. Alright, now we're over here. You know, we could probably ask these people at the end. But of course, they're not gonna consider that, I guess.
Dad! Dad, can you hear me?
Oh, is that him?
There's somebody over there! Oh no, it's... Hey, you! Stop! Don't go any further!
Is he going off the edge?
Watch where you're going!
Is that Hu Tao?
Dear customer, Wangsheng Funeral Parlor does appreciate your patronage, but you needn't hasten the inevitable. Are you all right?
Oh my gosh.
Huh?
Dad!
Hey, Hu-Tao!
My, who do we have here? It's the Traveler in Paimon, and... my worst nightmare.
Worst nightmare.
I see she still hasn't warmed to you.
Thank you, Director Who, for saving this man.
Dad, are you okay? Do you recognize me? It's me, Ayu!
You're... Ayu? Who am I?
Your name is Jia Liang, and you live just west of Qingse Village. You were supposed to come to Liyue Harbor to see the doctor. Remember? Does that jog your memory?
Oh, my name is Jia Liang. Liyue Harbor. See the doctor?
Hi people. Hey, what's up, Manifi?
Yes, I'm Jia Liang.
We just wished for Baizhu and Kave. So now we're doing the Baizhu story quest now.
Why do I need to see the doctor?
Uh-oh. He seems in really bad shape. We need to get him back to Boo Boo Pharmacy right away. Sorry, Hu-Tao. Gotta dash. Dinner's on us next time.
Hold on a second. You're not seriously thinking of taking him to Boo Boo Pharmacy in this state, are you?
Huh? Why not? What's the problem?
Come on, Baizhu. Don't tell me you haven't noticed it. Didn't your master teach you how to spot the signs? Why do I get the sense that you spotted them right away, but you're planning to use it for your own ends?
I got Baizhu on my first pull. Nice, awesome. Single pull or first 10 pull?
There are traces of God remains in Jia Liang's system.
God remains.
Yes, but more importantly, they're on the verge of an outburst. If that happens, the consequences will be unthinkable.
Paimon, sorry. What?
God remains? There's no need to worry, Director Who. I have methods of keeping them at bay. It is the sworn duty of all who practice medicine to cure illnesses and save lives. What reason would I have to neglect a patient in need who is right there in front of me? Besides, it was my late master's dying wish to be able to save this patient in particular. Perhaps out of respect for him, you could give me a day's grace so that I have time to treat him?
Now you're bringing my great-uncle into this? Baizhu, just what are you planning this time?
Merely to cure this man, nothing more. But of course, if you have any doubt as to my intentions, you are more than welcome to accompany me to Boo Boo Pharmacy and monitor my activities.
I wasn't really
Oh, really?
expecting
I thought I was persona non
them to be
grata
conflicting.
at Boo Boo Pharmacy. You're being unusually generous today.
Don't forget that we're here too.
Okay, deal. We're not gonna solve anything by keeping Jialiang here. I'm happy to do it your way, but only for my great uncle's sake and the travelers, of course.
You must be pleased you brought the traveler along. Otherwise, this would have been a much more vexing ordeal.
Well, time is of the essence. Let's get ourselves back to Boo Boo Pharmacy at once.
Oh, I think somebody's home. If you guys hear the dogs barking.
Blockages within the cardiovascular system. Reduced blood flow and energy circulation? I see. I suppose this must have caused the cognitive abnormalities.
Dr. Baizhu, how bad is it? Can you cure him?
Don't you worry. Baiju's a really great doctor. He's sure to find a way. Isn't that right, Baizhu?
Ayu, do you know when your father first started displaying these symptoms?
I'm not sure. He's been like this for as long as I can remember. But it wasn't as bad as this when I was still little.
So it's been a long time indeed.
Is it a grand prognosis?
No. I have a treatment plan in mind. We can start tonight. Come and see me again tomorrow morning. I promise that by then, Ayu will find his father healthy and lucid again.
Thank you, Dr. Baizhu. Thank you so much.
If you still have any misgivings, Director Hu, please feel free to hang around for as long as you wish.
I wonder why Huta doesn't like him.
However, it would be best if you step outside this room. A doctor must be able to focus when treating a patient. Any distractions heighten the risk of complications.
Yes, of course, absolutely.
I like how the snake does this.
But I will be back in an instant at the first sign that something's amiss.
I'll be heading out now too.
See you tomorrow, Baizhu and Chung Chung.
Bye for now, everyone.
So are we gonna talk to Huta why she doesn't like him?
Ready, Baizhu?
Ready as I'll ever be. I'm used to it by now. Come on, let's get started.
My wanderer just did 30k charge attack. Dang. You got some. You got a pretty good build.
You know,
Is that with his signature weapon too?
curious after hearing Baizhu
Or a
mention
free-to-play
those people
weapon?
from his past. What do you think they were like?
You mean Baizu's master? You mean Aya's mother?
Yeah, you must be curious too, right? Let's go see what we can find out while Baiju's busy treating Ayu's dad.
Ask around for information. Yep, of course. We're gonna find out through Hu Tao.
While I'm idling time on admiring the scenery, the spectacled snake-bedecked docs doing surgery. Hello, you busy bees, and what do you have to discuss with the funeral director today?
So
Actually, don't tell me. Let me guess. From the looks on your faces, you've got some questions for me.
Guilty as charged.
nah, it's R5 Wisdom. That's pretty impressive then. He's not max level in his buzz for only level 70 or only level 65 design and Benny. Oh, okay, so with a full team, he's able to do that much damage. That's still really good though.
Huh? I thought I told you.
Especially with how fast he can do his attacks.
Funeral Parlor was first founded to fight back against the vengeful wrath of gods defeated in war. Well, it is a dusty old tale by this point. Long story short, in the ancient world, dead gods were acting up, So our ancestors started purifying the air and burning the bodies of the deceased to guard the border between life and death. These days, we don't deal with the wrath of the gods anymore, but all the relevant know-how is still passed down to each generation, so we can identify gods' remains when we see them.
Okay, Paimon gets it now. Wait, so how did Baizhu learn to spot them?
Yeah, on average,
Almost
he only
certainly
does
from his
20k.
master, who was also my
That's still a lot of
great-uncle.
damage.
Baizhu's master was my
Yeah, within like a
grandpa's
good
younger brother, a former deputy
10
director
seconds,
of
you're probably
Wangshan
doing
Funeral
like
Parlor.
100k plus, right?
Wow, fancy
Like when you
that.
add the damage all together.
Huh.
5 to 10
so,
seconds.
If he was from Wangshan Funeral Parlor, how did he end up as Baiju's master?
According to my grandpa, he and my great-uncle once went traveling together when they were young. They ended up at Chenyu Vale, where they met a pharmacist. That pharmacist must have cast some sort of spell on my great-uncle, because after that encounter, he suddenly announced he wanted to leave the family business and go practice medicine instead. My grandpa had a huge argument with him, but he couldn't convince him to stay. So my grandpa inherited the funeral parlor, while my great-uncle stayed in Chenyu Vale to practice medicine. They never spoke to each other again.
Funeral director to doctor is a pretty big career change. Kinda hard to imagine. But why did it drive a wedge between them for the rest of their lives? That seems a bit extreme.
If he had just become a regular doctor, there would have been no issue. After all, the Wangshan Funeral Parlor wasn't unlike a regular doctor's clinic in the early days. But according to my grandpa, the pharmacist they met had a very ominous aura about him. And on top of that, the kind of medicine practiced in the Chenyu Vale tradition goes against the natural order of things.
In what way?
Like a
Don't
voodoo
know.
doctor?
My grandpa didn't know the specifics, and you've seen how wary Baizhu is around me. He'd never tell me anything. But even that says to me that he definitely has something to hide. One thing I do know about Baizhu is that he's obsessed with the idea of immortality. But whether that has anything to do with what he's hiding is hard to say.
Immortality.
Anyway, so I will be sticking around here for now to keep a close eye on the situation.
He decided that
Maybe tomorrow I'll finally figure out what he's up to.
he didn't seem the type of person to be infatuated with immortality.
After all that, it seems like we have more questions than answers. Never mind. We'll just have to ask Baizhu himself about all of this tomorrow.
I guess we're going to 8 to 10. 8 to 10.
It's a new day! Let's go back to Boo Boo Pharmacy and check out how Jia Liang is doing.
Jia Liang.
Dad!
Oh, are you?
Dad, you remember me!
Yes, I remember now. Oh, are you? I'm so sorry. You must have been worried sick. Has your mom shown up yet? She's been gone for a while, hasn't she?
Don't worry, Dad. I got the Adventurers Guild to help us look for her. And Dr. Baiju's gonna help too. Right now, all you
Thank
need
you.
to do is concentrate on getting better.
Great.
Looks like
That's
my
wonderful.
family
I can't thank you
brought back
enough,
some
Dr.
food.
Baizhu. My pleasure, really. It's the least I can do to honor my late master's dying wish. If anything, I should be apologizing to you for not making the time to visit in all these years. Not at all, Dr. Baizhu. It's only because Jiang Li... What was her reason again?
Is that his wife?
You're still in the early stages of recovery, so you'll need to take it easy for a while. Take it slowly and try not to overexert yourself.
I suggest you stay at Boo Boo Pharmacy and rest for at least the next few days.
Director Hu, do you have any further reservations about Jia Liang's condition?
It seems like the evil presence is gone after all. You really did manage to suppress it, huh? But how did you accomplish this in a single night?
That would be a trade secret, I'm afraid. If that gives you any cause for concern, you may continue to monitor Jia Liang for as long as you wish. Though I regret to say that Boo Boo Pharmacy cannot offer to reimburse Wang Sheng Funeral Parlor for any revenue lost in the meantime.
Oh, come on, Baizhu. I'm not that unreasonable.
I really want to know his secret.
I've been stuck indoors for too
Is he using his
long.
own lifespan to heal
Baizhu,
people?
Take me outside for some air, or I'm going to suffocate.
Ah, yes, of course. Everyone, please excuse Changsheng and myself.
Because I know he
for a
does have
moment.
like an illness, right? But I guess we'll find out more in detail throughout the quest.
Suffering now, are we? Did you seriously expect to cover it up just by putting on a brave face and ignoring it? If it weren't for my quick thinking, they'd have all seen the sorry state you're in by now. But in any case, why must you keep this a secret from everybody? You should at least share your secret with one person you trust.
Who's there?
The person you can trust. I don't know. It's me. Arukubox.
Why did you follow us here?
Thought you were looking a little unwell.
Oh, it's nothing. I just needed to get some air.
What did I just say about putting on a brave face? Traveler, Paimon, the truth is, Baizhu did not cure Jialiang's illness. Instead, he transferred some of his own life force to his patient to temporarily subdue the
So it is his
poison
life
in the
force.
system.
How is he able to do that though? That's actually pretty impressive. Though I'm sure that's not good for him.
Baizhu, can you please explain all of this?
So this is the type of medicine he was practicing?
Predecessors in medicine forged a contract with Changsheng. Every successor to this contract is able to use Changsheng's secret art to treat patients. I believe the irregularities with Jia Liang's heart meridian were likely caused by a poison concocted using god remains as a key ingredient. The poison has not been purged from Jia Liang's system. Rather, I infused him with some of my own life force, using Changsheng as the delivery medium. This will suppress the poison's effects for a limited time.
Changsheng? You can do that? Huh. Paimon always thought you were just Baiju's strange choice of a necklace. Hey, I'll have you know that I commanded the respect of even the Adepti back in Chenyu Vale. If anything, he is my mannequin. I was treating patients with Baiju's master's master long before he ever set eyes on his first medical text. Whoa. Guess you shouldn't judge a snake by its skin.
Please, that's enough.
Wait a sec. Huto was saying that the branch of medicine you studied uses some pretty dubious methods. So, when you transfer your life force, does that mean you're actually damaging your own body?
Hardly. Changsheng helps to keep my chi in balance, so there is no great harm done.
Still, Baiju's life force is not unlimited. We must find a way to neutralize the poison in Jialiang's body. And soon. Traveler, Paimon, would you lend this dummy a hand? He needs someone checking up on him, or he'll exhaust himself trying to accomplish everything on his own.
Go on, Baizhu.
Baizhu, don't you think you should seize this opportunity? You cannot expect to hide this from everyone for your entire life. Time will see that all secrets surface eventually.
Entire life. Thank you, Traveler and Paimon.
Huh. Paimon doesn't think we've seen this side of you. But there's no need to thank us. You've helped us out before.
The poison in Jialiang's system must have accumulated over a prolonged period. I think I should pay a visit to their family home and look for clues as to how he might have been exposed to it. Yes, I asked Ayu this morning before you arrived.
Sorry guys, I'm eating right now
He told me
too.
that his family lives in a secluded spot to the west of Qingsa village. Let's head there together once I've asked Gui and Qiqi to look after the pharmacy. As well as investigating Jia Liang's exposure to the poison, we should also keep an eye out for Ayu's missing mother, my fellow disciple Jiang Li.
Alright, let's go to the next area. Fortunately, there's a lot of dialogue, so that gives me a lot of time to eat. Have I been to this house before? It's very far from the village, like from the main part of the village. Well, luckily I did my plunges act before it went into the cutscene.
Whoa! There's a house all the way out here? Huh. It's so well hidden, Paimon's never noticed it before.
I never
Nor
noticed it
have
either.
I. And I've hosted clinics at Qingsa village many times in the past. If you ask me, Jiang Li was trying to remain unnoticed.
Oh, that reminds Paimon. We meant to ask earlier, but it slipped our minds in the rush to get here. Could you tell us more about Jiang Li? You said she was your fellow disciple, right?
She was indeed. We studied medicine together under the same master near Chenyu Vale. She is several years older than I and also began her travels far earlier than me. As a result, the time I spent studying alongside her was rather short.
Supposedly, she met an herb gatherer sometime during her travels and decided to settle down with him. That must have been Jialiang.
Wait, Changxiang, are you saying neither of you had actually met Jialiang or Ayu before all of this?
Jiang Li did occasionally come back to Chenyu Vale to see our master, but for whatever reason, she hardly ever talked about her family. The last time she visited us, she and Master had some sort of quarrel. We never heard from her after that. It almost seemed as if she'd gone into hiding.
Quarrel? What happened?
Could that be related to the father's illness?
I don't know. I did not witness the argument myself.
They said that they...
Nor did Master ever explain it to me. All he would say is that should I ever encounter Jiang Li or her family in the future, I should do everything in my power to help them.
Oh,
Hey, welcome back, Coffee. Back, did you get Baizhu? Yep, I did get Baizhu and Kave within the same
Even if my
temple.
master had
At
never said
75
anything,
pity.
it would still be my duty as a doctor to help him. My decision would have remained the same.
Paimon never knew you were so selfless, Baizhu. Paimon always had you down as the sneaky, scheming type. Sorry.
So a few words from me is enough to dispel all your suspicions, hmm? You ought not be quite so quick to relax your guard, Paimon. Sometimes even the good guys have their own private agenda.
What the? Okay, that was the most suspicious sounding thing you've ever said.
Let's leave the idle chatter there for now, hmm? Jiang Li has lived in this house for many years. There must be something here that can shed a little light on this whole situation. Let's split up, but if anyone finds anything, we'll examine it together.
Sorry, I'm drinking something. Baizhu's voice is so cute. The snake talks. Yep, the snake talks. I could have sworn the snake was talking in the trailer too, wasn't it? Chongsheng? Or how to say her name properly. Is it her? I think the snake is a her. The firewood is neatly stacked and the logs were cut. Some logs at the bottom of the pile have begun to rot. It must have been a while since any new wood has been added to the pile. Some roof tiles broke. Mom and I tried to get up to take a look, but we didn't manage. The dinner table was a bit wobbly today, so we sat down and Dad tried to fix it, but then ended up breaking one of the legs by accident. As for getting things again, I'll have to write it all down for now and read it back to him when he's feeling a bit better.
Traveler, Paimon, come quick!
The snake talked the first time we ever met Baizhu back when he was released as an NPC.
Chung Sheng and I found a hidden compartment. This is
I don't
what is
remember.
hidden inside.
Like, keep in mind, like, I started the game like obviously since the beginning, which was like back in 2020, right? So whenever that was, that's been a long time for me.
Huh. You sense it too? You're right. This is a poison concocted using god remains.
Is it breathing? Paimon's not seeing things, is she?
No, your eyes do not deceive you. I do believe the poison in this bottle is alive.
Alive?
Some toxins act a lot like living organisms. I read about this once in the Origins and Symptoms of Diseases. This ancient class of poisons consists of mother and minor loads, capable of sustaining a connection over vast distances. If it's a concoction of this kind we're dealing with, then both the poison in Jialiang's system and this one here are likely minor loads. Offshoots, essentially.
Offshoots? So, the main body is somewhere else?
Correct. Whoever is administering the poison can manipulate the source to indirectly control the poisoned individual's behavior and even cognition. Similarly, the poisoned individual will hear, to a varying extent, the call of the source.
The call of the... Wait. So, back when Jialiang ran off, maybe that explains where he was heading!
Only one thing could have been drawing him there. The source of the god remains used as the poison's key ingredient, the mother lode.
This is getting crazier and crazier. What kind of person would do all this just to poison Jialiang?
Is it her?
Hey, why has everyone gone quiet all
The
of a
wife?
sudden?
Since this poison was carefully hidden away in a secret compartment, the one who concocted it is likely a resident of the house.
You mean Jialiang? Why would he poison himself?
Think a little harder, Paimon. Someone else who lives here, and who might have expertise in crafting drugs.
Huh? So you're saying... it was Jiang Li? Wait, but that doesn't make any sense either! Why would she poison her own husband?
I agree. It makes little sense. Jiangli does not strike me as the kind of person who would do such a thing.
Look at the facts, though. How many people in the entirety of Liyue have the ability to concoct a poison from god remains?
It's too early to draw any conclusions. We should question Jia Liang about it once he has made more progress in his recovery.
You probably find the wife too?
Yes. According to the origins and symptoms of diseases, the minor loads will disappear if the mother load is purged. So if we can find and destroy the source of these god remains, the poison will leave Jia Liang's system without the need for any further treatment. Do you know anything about god remains in Qingce village?
The same talk the first time we ever met Baizhu back when he was released as an NPC. Pretty sure as one of the Archon quests. That makes sense. Yeah, if it was in the Archon quest, then that was a very, very long time for me. Yeah, I don't remember the snake talking, but I believe you if you said it did.
Even the history books have no record of this. The only ones who'll know anything are those old fogies who have been hanging around here since the beginning of time.
Didn't you used to be on good terms with the Adepti, though? You sure they didn't tell you anything about this?
Well,
Changsheng's memories and powers are not what they were in her prime. These days, she has to enter a contract with a mortal and share their life force just to sustain her own life. I fear that such ancient events are long gone from her memory by now.
Whoa, what? After a contract? Share life force? Sounds like some pretty spooky sorcery if you ask Paimon.
hey! Plenty of people would jump at the chance to join forces with a powerful being like me. With my assistance in rebalancing your chi, not only can you extend your lifespan, but you will also be stronger, healthier, and able to eat whatever you like with no risk of upsetting your stomach.
Stronger and healthier? Wow, that's amazing! Baizhu, maybe when you retire, you can let Paimon sign a contract with Changsheng for a few days.
Unfortunately, Changsheng's contract has strict requirements regarding the host's temperament. None of her hosts have ever been exempted from these rules. I fear that I will be unable to accommodate your wishes, Paimon.
Temperament? Hey! What are you trying to say? Did you just subtly insult Paimon to her face?
Hey, what's up, Hermione? Strange. Baizhu has a weak constitution. That is strange because he was introduced as a character that has an illness who is sickly. So, considering that, doesn't make sense. And his master passed away at an early age.
Ugh! Paimon's mad! You're getting ugly nicknames, both of you! Baizhu, you're Mannequin Man! Changsheng, you're just a pain in the neck!
This is exactly why your natural temperament makes you woefully unsuited to being my host.
All right, everybody, calm down. Back to the matter at hand. Is there any way at all for us to seek counsel from the Adepti about this?
With how antisocial they are, if it were up to them, they'd go their whole lives without showing their faces to the common folk. What?
Seems you're as well connected as they say, Traveler. We are truly fortunate to have you on our side.
Oh, if you're talking about who Paimon thinks you're talking about, you better do the honors.
Which one is it? Oh, Zhao. I knew it! Zhao, are you there? Of course.
You called?
That's so weird how he just knows.
Gets Paimon every time.
Are all Adepti in the habit of materializing out of thin air like this?
Well, this is unexpected.
Huh? It's you.
Which one is he referring to?
Of Boo Boo Pharmacy. I do believe I've had the pleasure before.
Oh, really?
The lantern rite, when we met briefly, I was unaware of your true identity. I must apologize for the discourtesy.
Which lantern right?
You two already know each other?
Our paths have crossed once before. I sense the presence of evil spirits. Is this why you called me? So someone has been concocting demonic poison. Too often, fervent desires drive mortals to abandon all regard for their own safety. It is lamentable. I now know what you seek. It is true that a god's remains are buried beneath the foundations of Qingce Village. A vile monster known as the Che once wrought havoc over this land, before it was subdued by Rex Lapis. The land was finally cleansed of poison when Rex Lapis used statues in his likeness to seal the serpent's remains. Qingce Village was founded some time after that. The seal is still mostly intact. If the Che is the source, then it must be some of its blood leaking from deep underground. However, its aura is faint and barely detectable. You will need to investigate further to identify the location of the leak.
I think it's when Chi-Chi carries Zhao on her back, but I'm not sure. Oh wait, actually, that actually makes sense.
I do not like to intervene against mortals unless absolutely necessary.
Yeah, I forgot that was around the time Lantern Rite started. Nice detail that you caught on, Hermione. I do not like it to intervene against mortals unless absolutely necessary.
But when demonic forces are involved, things can spiral out of control. If that happens, be sure to call my name again.
Do you not like him?
Nothing. I do not wish to sway decisions that are mortals to make, but immortality may not be the blessing that you imagine it to be.
I shall treasure your words of instruction, Master Adeptus.
Farewell.
So he is infatuated with
What
immortality.
a strange Adeptus. Rather different from the way I remember them.
That's Xiao for ya! And thanks to him, we finally got some concrete info to go off of.
If the god remains are leaking from underground, Jiangli must be paying a visit to a subterranean cave on her herb-gathering trips. If we can find the cave...
Master, there's a problem.
Gui? Did you run all the way from Boo Boo Pharmacy?
What happened? Don't panic. Just catch your breath and tell me everything.
It's Jiaoliang. He was fine one minute, and then he suddenly took a turn for the worse.
Already? How? Based on past experience, he should have been fine for the next 3 days at least.
It seems that my worst fears have been confirmed. Everyone, back to Boo Boo Pharmacy now.
Dude, I can't imagine running away. Not running away, running all the way from Baizhu Pharmacy to that freaking house in Xingxi village. My guy is fit as heck. Like, is there like no horses or anything that they can ride on? Because I know they have the Center Beast in Sumeru, but that's only in Sumeru.
Dad, what's wrong? Dad?
Don't be scared. Dr. Baizhu will be back soon.
How is he doing?
Dr. Baizhu, you're back! My dad was doing fine earlier, but then he suddenly started coughing up blood. Now he can't even get a full word out anymore.
When Gui left, he was still conscious. But now...
Gui, please take Jia Liang to the back room and prepare for treatment.
Yes, of course.
Don't worry, Ayu. I will cure your father.
Baiju's not gonna use Chang Sheng's secret art again, is he? Is there really no other way to save Jia Liang?
Press the wrong button.
Please don't worry. Dr. Baizhu will find a way.
But...
Honestly, this kid is pretty capable. He traveled to the city, got help from people. He did all that stuff by his own. So I don't blame him for being distraught. He cares a lot. Hold on, I'm getting a tissue. I got allergies. All right. Wait till the next morning, 8 to 12. Wait, did I talk to him?
Oh, please.
Okay, cool. 8 to 12. Yo, no, it's serious when Snake Man gets scared. Wait, was he scared?
How are you feeling, Dad? Are you still hurting anywhere? You're not gonna suddenly collapse again, are you?
Much better, Ayu. I'm feeling much better. In fact, I can't explain it, but somehow I feel even better than usual. Wait, where's Dr. Baizhu? I still haven't had a chance to thank him. Seems he moved me here before I came to.
Master said he needed to take a quick rest and asked me to bring you out of the treatment room. He hasn't emerged yet, so he must still be resting.
Oh, really? Well, he must be tired from treating me for 2 nights in a row. I don't know how I can begin to repay him for saving my life. I'll have to discuss it properly with Jiangli once we find her. Speaking of which, has there been any word of her whereabouts yet?
No, the Adventurers Guild hasn't gotten back to me yet. I'll go check with them again in a bit.
I'll come with...
You should rest, man.
Don't forget what Master said.
Hey,
You're
what's up,
still not
Dandelion?
out of the woods yet, Jia Liang.
How are you?
I strongly suggest that you stay and rest. At
Right now we're
Baizhu
doing
Pharmacy for now.
Baiju's
I can accompany Ayu to the adventure
story quest.
I suppose you're right. I'll have to rely on you this time. Though, on the bright side, this means I can thank Dr. Baizhu in person once he's finished resting.
Traveler, Baizhu hasn't shown his face ever since he went in to treat Jia Liang again. Do you think he...
I mean, he's alive, but not in good shape, I'm assuming.
Huh? Hey, wait up!
I have... What?
Huh?
You're finally awake? That was far too risky. Even with me here to help you balance your chi.
There was no time. I had no other choice. In any case, it was not completely without benefit to myself. I managed to learn something. Jiangli's design
No
is
idea.
quite brilliant. She makes
Yeah, no worries, no worries.
numerous innovations that I can learn from. Alas, if only there wasn't a catch.
So, how much much longer do you think Baizhu's gonna nap for?
They've been outside waiting for you the whole time while you were asleep. Shall we at least go and show our faces?
All right.
Surely he hasn't. There's no way he could have just...
No, he didn't die.
Who's talking behind our backs again?
Ah! Baizhu! Changsheng!
Of course. There's no need to be concerned. I merely had to transfer a rather large amount of life force on this occasion. But, with Changsheng's help, I will recover in time.
Jialiang seemed fine yesterday. Why did he need more
Stop
life-saving
autoplaying, bro.
treatment
This is
again so
boring.
soon?
It's not boring to me. I like watching through this.
Diagnosis. Jialiang is in fact suffering from more than one ailment, and as a result, his life force depleted at a greater rate than I had anticipated.
What? You mean, even if you got all the poison out of him, he'd still be sick?
Yes. But more pertinently, the poison in Jialiang's system is there precisely because it is being used to manage his underlying medical condition. Jialiang has a rare congenital heart condition, and ongoing treatment is essential to maintaining healthy functioning of his heart meridian. Left untreated, it puts the patient at risk of coughing up blood and fainting, and in the longer term, causes irreversible damage to the internal organs. Though it was created from god remains, this formula is not a poison in Jialiang's case. Rather, it's his medication.
Had he not taken it all these years, he likely would have died a long time ago.
Still, using poison to treat a disease is hardly a viable long-term solution. As time passed, and the poison accumulated in his system, it began to impact his cognition. Moreover, the longer he relied upon this medicine, the more resistant his body became to it. Jiangli had to concoct ever greater quantities to ensure its continued efficacy, or he could have still perished at any moment.
That explains why Ayu said his dad has been getting worse, and why his mom went off to gather herbs.
God remains are extremely dangerous to be around, because humans have no natural defense against them. I shudder to think how many times Jiangli has exposed herself to them. I fear that the situation is just as that Adeptus described. In an effort to save Jialiang's life, Jiangli has abandoned all regard for her own safety.
I never suspected that even Jiangli would turn to the same path as so many others over the years. Perhaps this is the inevitable course of fate. To sacrifice one's own life to save others. To go beyond human means in order to do the impossible. Whatever the cost may be.
Well, I think that it's too early to say with any certainty what fate has in mind. In any case, I have stabilized Jialiang's condition for now, so our immediate priority should be to get ourselves back to Qingsa village and find out where Jiangli is. Her regular exposure to god remains over such a long period will have been catastrophic for her health. And given that she's already been missing for several days, I am fearing the worst.
Oh, he was listening the entire time.
It's me, Traveler, Dr. Baizhu.
Do you have Snake Eye? Do I have Baizhu? Yes, I do. I managed to get Kaveh and Baizhu on
Dr. Baizhu,
my 75th
please
temple.
let me come with you.
Not 75th temple, but on my 75th pity, which was a temple.
Just sit here and watch while you put yourself at risk for Jiangli's sake. After all, if it wasn't for me, she wouldn't have had to put herself in harm's way in the first place. I know I won't be of much help in battle, but at the very least, I can show you the way. I'm sure I'll be able to remember. I know there's a spot where she says goodbye to me every time she goes to gather her herbs. I'm sure I'll remember. I have to remember.
Be careful. If you get too agitated, your blood pressure and stress levels will rise, putting further pressure on your heart. For your own safety, you should stay here and rest.
No! We're out of time! We have to go now. Right now. Before I forget everything again.
This trip will be extremely dangerous, and there is a very real possibility that you will not return from it. Are you sure you're prepared for that?
I never expected to live this long in the first place. My death is already long overdue. So why should I fear it?
For your
There's
son?
only one thing I fear now, and that's that I'll forget her again before we manage to find her.
Very well. Then follow me.
And Hu Tao was listening on all that. Was it late? Did Baizhu came home? Yep.
Heading out again?
I managed to get
Yes.
Baizhu
This could be
and
a long
Kave
one.
on my
Could you please prepare a dose of the
75th
usual formula?
pity.
Please add an extra measure of mistgrass pollen.
Though
and 1 dose
I
each
did
of the
have
ingredients
pity at
from
like
the
61
third
initially
and
beforehand,
fifth compartments of my
but I
medicine
had like
cabinet.
94 wishes stocked up already,
I hope it works.
and I only use what do you call it?
Dr. Baizhu,
Like 24? Just 24 wishes. That's it.
Hop to it now. And remember to be careful with the cauldron this time. You don't want to burn yourself again.
Okay.
Now we gotta go all the way over there. Actually, let's see what she has to say.
Everyone, please be careful.
Yeah. Here, let me show you the carriages, huh? You can see over here, I have Baizhu and Kave. So I do already have the materials for Baizhu, but I do not have the materials for Kave. Kave, he needs the dendrohypostasis, which I do not have any of.
Where's my...
But I already did pre-farm for the boss for Baizhu, which is cool. But I don't have the violet grass. That I'll have to farm. Which shouldn't be too bad, I guess. Also, welcome back, Stornor. I'm not sure if I said that already. Sometimes I forget what I say even after I say it, like a few seconds ago. Right over here.
That strange feeling is back. It's just like the day I went missing. It's as if something inside me is trying to guide me somewhere.
The Motherlode's influence is growing stronger. But is it because we're getting closer to the source? Or because the leakage of Che blood is growing more severe? Jialiang, can you sense which direction the source is in?
I think it's this way.
I wonder, are we gonna be going to like a domain or something?
Yes, I'm sure of it. I feel a dull ache in my heart. This must be the way.
Oh yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know, for those over here, I won't be able to stream tomorrow. I haven't announced it yet, but I will make the announcement on Discord.
I think I've been here before.
But for those of you who are already here, I won't be streaming tomorrow because I have a
There is an
appointment that I have to
inauspicious
attend to.
presence here. Even I can sense it.
I think I remember this place.
Jialiang, are you okay? Maybe you should rest here while we continue the search.
No, I have to keep going. Jiangli is still waiting for me. Then let's hurry.
Bye, bro. See you tomorrow. Wait, what do you mean? I'm not going to be streaming tomorrow. See you next time. See you next time, whenever that is. But it won't be tomorrow, guys. Sorry. Tomorrow I gotta go to a appointment for one of our dogs.
Here appear amateur and rather old. I suspect it is a thieves' tunnel.
A thieves' tunnel? Paimon has heard rumors about treasure around these parts before. Maybe it was the treasure hoarders that dug this tunnel.
Judging by the tools they left behind, it's certainly a possibility. But why did they abandon this place without even stopping to pack up their tools?
I remember now. She took me here once and told me that she'd found a way to save me in this cave. But she said that the method would cause me to, curses. Why can't I remember what she said?
Easy, Jialiang. Come on, let's keep going.
Hold the line!
What constellation is he as? Yeah, C3 or something? Yep, C3 as usual.
The doctor will see you now. Share my knowledge! Whoa, there's a sensor here. Those treasure hoarders sure made themselves at home.
I don't see any dust on the sensor surface. The burn marks on the inside is so fresh. I don't think this was left here by the treasure hoarders.
I believe this sensor was used to burn a monster-repelling incense.
A monster repelling incense? You sure? 'Cause we did run into that group of monsters just now.
The incense was burned several days ago. If I had to guess, the monsters we fought just now were enticed here by some entity deeper inside the cave.
I wonder if there's like an
No
abyss
doubt an encounter
herald
with
or
the
something.
very same entity was what prompted the treasure hoarders to flee and abandon their designs on this cave. After them, Jiangli was the next person to discover this place and what lies inside. But to her, it presented an opportunity to save Jialiang's life, albeit as a last resort.
That's right. This sensor.
Hey, welcome back,
belongs
Hermione.
to Jiangli. Yes, this was the place. This is where I told Jiangli to give me the poison.
Jialiang!
I'm fine. Let's keep going. I can feel it. She is right below us, waiting for me.
Proceed deeper. Actually, is there a chest around here? Should have looked around first, huh? Doesn't look like it. Nothing.
I can feel it. We're getting close. We're almost there. It's right up ahead. The place where we made a pact together to...
Hey, what's up, Akira? How are you?
Aha! We can keep going now.
From the looks of it, the energy released by this mechanism can not only clear barriers, but also be conducted by corresponding mechanisms. Perhaps it's something we can make use of.
A lot of puzzles, I'm assuming. What do you do about this thing? Looks like it's just there as decoration. Push. Activate. Guess we gotta go push over there. I thought I was gonna do something to those crystals, but I guess not. Of course.
I see everything. Rest and rebuild. Here. This way through the little.
Oh no, I don't have any more space. Can I upgrade my artifacts for somebody? I haven't really been farming, so I don't even know what to focus on. And Toma, he's already at max with all of his stuff. Yeah. It's not even for Toma too. Who else has better artifacts I can use? Cryo. So apparently for Rosario Noblesse Obliged, but I don't really have too many now that I look. Yep, I got like little to nothing. Diona, she has this. HP. Sunken Year. This is from a completely different set. Wait, what about Wanderers? So I'm trying to find a character to dump all my stuff on. Dump all my stuff into. Looks like I can do Wanderers at least. This isn't the best set, but it's like whatever. That should be enough. Open door. Push. Feel like there's supposed to be a track right there, right? What are you supposed to do? I can't activate it. Yeah, it's only giving me the options to push, so maybe I gotta do something else. Not the level 1 wanderer, and I'll hide them. Wasting care to give me them. I'm not wasting them. I'm getting their companionship levels. I wish you could just trade Carolyn and Genshin, it could be fun. I see the idea behind that, but that would be so broken, especially for people who like spend a lot of money because they could just like sell their characters or something. Also, what am I doing? I walked completely away from where I was originally going. Oh, now I see the reason why, because there's nothing here. Do I have to push this guy over here? Activate. Like maybe I have to activate it and then like it does the other thing. I meant to push and not activate it though. Okay, now activate. Let's see if this works. Aha, it does do something. Why is he just standing there? It's kind of creepy how he's just setting up upright.
Look out! There's a monster next to her!
The god remains must have lured them here. Watch my back.
Billowing surge!
Remember, help comes first.
I don't even think I even got the chance to really use him.
Dr. Baizhu, how serious is it? Is she...
He looks
I
alive.
can still feel a pulse, but her condition is quite grave. The god remains here are encroaching on her cognition, much as the poison in your system did to you. If we don't eliminate it soon, then even if we save her life, I fear that she may never wake up again.
Then, what are we waiting for? Let's destroy the remains right away!
What was this noise? What noise?
It's not as simple as that. Don't you remember what Baizhu said? The poison within Jialiang's body is inextricably linked to the god remains here. If the source is purged, the poison in his system will stop having any effect.
And the poison within Jialiang's body is keeping his heart condition under control. So, if it stops working... Oh no. Are you saying...
Indeed. If the god remains here are purged, then your life will come to an end.
I wondered when this day might come.
Wait! But we've all been working our butts off to save Jialiang's life! After all that, we can't just give up on him!
Is Huta gonna come and save the day? Because she was following us, wasn't she?
Surely you gotta know of some other way we can save him, right?
You could continue to take the poison, which would buy you some time. As for Jiangli, maybe if we put our heads together, we can think of something?
It appears to me that she was striving to concoct her medicine for you, right up until the moment when she lost consciousness. Maybe it's her greatest wish that you will continue to take it and live.
Dr. Baizhu, give it to me straight. How long does Jiangli have?
The god remains have reached her internal organs. Under ordinary circumstances, I would give her less than 3 days. But if I were to treat her using a secret art...
Can't be thinking about that again.
But what would be the point of that? Dr. Baizhu, I'm all too aware of the dangers of god remains. You are not the first to mention it to me. If I continue to sustain my own life using this wretched substance, not only would Jiangli have to keep risking her life to make my medicine for me, but I would have to live with the looming threat of these remains breaking out and wreaking havoc not just upon me, but my entire family. I know for a fact that I should have died over a decade ago. The fact that I've been
Why
around
does it
to
sound like
see how
they're
you
saying
grow up is
John
already a
Lee?
great blessing from
Really?
Rex Lapis. If my choice can bring Jiangli
Oh, John
back,
Chanxing.
then even if I die.
Jiang Ling?
Liang.
Jialiang.
After cheating death for so long, it seems I've grown somewhat addicted to life.
I'm trying to hear in my head, but I'm not really hearing it.
Traveler, Dr. Baizhu, could I have another minute with my wife? I just want to have one final moment together. Just a moment. That's all.
Of course.
Thank you, everyone. And I'm sorry that I won't be able to repay your kindness in this life.
Jialiang. Baizhu, Changsheng. Is there really nothing else you can do?
I am sure that over the years, Jiang Li will have tried all the conventional methods known to humankind. As for less conventional methods, I have little expertise besides Changsheng's secret art.
Mortals are fated to grow old and pass on when their natural lifespan runs out. If it were so easy to combat the natural processes of aging and death, Jiang Li would not have had to resort to unnatural methods.
What a crazy situation. Jiang Li risked it all to save Jialiang's life. And now, Jialiang has to sacrifice himself to save Jiang Li. What's the point of it all?
I've seen many final farewells in my time, but I can never get used to it.
In the human realm, all things must come to an end. Is it not a fitting
Zhang
end
Li.
to die for a worthy
Baizhu
cause?
says it like Zhang Li.
At least, that's what generations of masters before you have always believed.
The path they chose was indeed a heroic one. But when I think of those who would willingly
Oh yeah, I did get
sacrifice
Baizhu, yeah.
themselves for others,
Baizhu and Kaveh, I
cannot
got both
help
of
but
them.
think that theirs are the lives least deserving of death.
When all this began, we agreed that once Ayu was old enough to help you gather herbs, it would be time for me to go. If you could only see him now. He took me all the way to Liyue Harbor to see the doctor. And he even got the Adventurers Guild to search for you. So, I know that you'll both be okay without me. I've said my goodbyes. My time has come. Do what you must.
As you wish.
It will eat away at both your cognition and your memories. In the end, you'll become little more than a shadow of your true self.
Oh, is he remembering now?
I'll take it. At the very least, it will allow me to stay with you and watch Ayu grow up.
Mom, something's really wrong with Dad.
Don't fret, Ayu. I will gather some medicinal herbs right away. I promise you, nothing will happen to our family.
Why would these memories come to mind now? The longer we live, the tighter we cling to what we have. Oh, how I would love to hear your voice one last time.
Jialiang. Jialiang.
Oh, is he alive?
Jialiang! Jialiang! Dad, are you awake?
Jiang Li, are you? Didn't I... Huh? What are these?
Isn't that the same thing that Chi Chi has?
Feel to come back to life.
Do you feel strange or different in any way? If so, could you describe it to me in detail?
Dr. Baizhu, I thought that I was going to...
Is he a zombie too?
Die? You did indeed. As things stand now,
He
you're
is a
more
zombie.
akin to a zombie than a human.
I'm a zombie?
That's right. Before we set off, I asked Chi-Chi to prepare an elixir of immortality. With its help, you have been suspended in the space between life and death. Of course, this is but a crude imitation of an Adeptus art. I don't expect it to extend your life indefinitely. Whether it will keep you alive for a few days, a few months, or a few years, I am as interested as you to find out. But, however long you have left, I believe it should be more than sufficient time for you to say your final goodbyes before departing the world in peace. I hope that Director Hu finds this arrangement to be a satisfactory one.
So she's got a team of 2 zombies
Elixir
now?
of immortality? How'd you cook that up? Ugh. Leave it to you to work on something like that behind my back.
It's a work in progress that hardly lives up to its name, and it would have had no effect were it not for Jia Liang's iron will. In the end, I am merely a doctor. I understand very little of the great principles governing life and death and the perpetual cycle of yin and yang. All I know is that if I'm presented with a life that deserves to be saved, I will do everything in my power to save them. And even this would have counted for nothing without Director Hu's assistance. After all, did you not tell Jia Liang to show us the way before we set off for Qingce village?
Oops. And I'm busted.
Without Director Hu nudging things in the right direction, we may not have found Jiangli in time.
Renaissance was listening on the question.
No wonder he didn't mention the elixir back then. I thought he was being frank and transparent with me for once, but apparently not.
Director Hu told me to keep her suggestion a secret, but it seems nothing escapes Dr. Baizhu's attention.
Never underestimate a serpent's sense of smell.
All I wanted was to help Jia Liang find his missing wife as soon as possible, so that he could be on his way to the afterlife without any unfulfilled wishes making the journey more difficult than it needs to be. Leave it to Boo Boo Pharmacy to snatch the perfect opportunity right out of my hands at the last hurdle. Never mind. I'll just have to put it down in the books as a deferred consideration. One Chi-Chi was enough of a conundrum. The last thing I need's another one. If I'd known this was coming, I'd have whisked him off to the Wangsheng funeral parlor the moment I found him.
Whoa.
You stay away from my dad! When I grow up, I'm gonna become an even better doctor than Mom and Baizhu, and cure Dad for good!
Oh, is that right? Well, you wouldn't be the first person who's tried to put Wangsheng funeral parlor out of business. If you're serious about it, you'll have your work cut out for you. Traveler, Paimon, I'll catch you all another time.
Is she finally gone?
I like how she's holding her breath.
That ends well. If you ask Paimon, we should probably do something to celebrate this hard-earned family reunion.
Paimon's idea of celebration can only mean one thing.
At times like this, a grand celebratory feast is in order.
I wonder how much she can actually eat.
It feels like it was a whole lifetime ago when I last talked with Jiangli and Ayu around the dinner table.
Yay! Paimon can't wait! Alright, first things first, off to the market for some fresh ingredients. Let's go!
Wait up! I'll come too!
Baizhu, thank you so much for everything you've done for us.
Don't mention it, Jiangli. I was just doing my duty.
Just your duty, huh? Baizhu, Changsheng, would you mind if we took this conversation outside?
Oh, Shangling. Huta scares me. I can't stand her. Huta is my least favorite character in Genshin, and I'm wearing a Huta shirt right now. What? I'm very confused.
Time flies. It's been so long since we bade each other farewell in Chenyu Vale. Changshang, you're the same as ever. You haven't changed one bit.
You, on the other hand, have changed a lot.
You're right. My younger self would have never imagined that things would one day turn out this way. Or that you'd turn out this way, Baizhu.
Oh, what's wrong with Baizhu back then? No, maybe I should walk beside her.
I've taken a look at your elixir of immortality. It's not altogether dissimilar from the poison I concocted in terms of the way it functions.
I have to say, Jiangli, it was a stroke of genius to use poison to maintain life. I hope you're not too upset at me for copying your methods.
No, not at all. With your intellect, even if you'd never seen my poison, I believe you would have eventually arrived at the same approach. But I'm still impressed by how quickly you managed to gain such a thorough understanding of it. Jialiang's still only been in your care for a few days. Not just that, you even managed to improve upon the original formula. That cannot be explained by intellect alone. Baizhu, be honest with me. Did you try out some of the poison on yourself?
Huh. Told you the truth would surface sooner or later.
Life force isn't the only thing that Changshang's contract lets you transfer between bodies, is it?
Nothing gets past you, Jiangli. You are correct. Besides life force, Changsheng's secret art also allows for the transfer of toxins and diseases. When I treated Jia Liang for the second time, I transferred some of the poison from his body into my own. Not only did this allow me to alleviate the burden on him, but it also gave me an opportunity to study its properties.
Oh, so that's what he meant.
There is no need to worry about any long-term consequences to my health, however. Now that the source has been destroyed, any remaining poison in me will have already dissipated.
But you took such a huge risk. If we hadn't destroyed the god's remains back there, then even you might have... What am I saying? I'm in no position to criticize you for this. The reason I left our master and went into hiding all those years ago was that he was getting old, and I didn't want him using up any more of his own life force to treat my husband. But in the end, how were my methods any different? I risked one life to save another, and then you tried the poison on yourself too. It looks like both of us have ended up going the same way as our master before us. Are all disciples of Chenyu Vale destined to turn out this way? To live a short life, having given away our own for the sake of others? To fight relentlessly against the natural course of life and death, whatever the cost? Maybe our fate is sealed the moment we decide to study medicine.
We are doctors, Jiangli. We ought never say that anyone's fate is sealed.
Baizhu, I can tell that, over the years, you've used the contract with Changshang to transfer many diseases and toxins to yourself. There are so many that, some of them, I don't even recognize. Can you still stop before it's too late?
I think you know the answer, Jiangli. Every one of us from Chenyu Vale believes in the same thing.
Hey, food's ready!
Where they have the food at the funeral parlor? Not funeral.
The traveler taught
At
me
the Boo Boo
a
Pharmacy?
load of new recipes and said even Dad will be able to taste them. Come and try them out.
Yes, darling. Mom will be there in just a second. Hey, slow down. Baizhu, I know I won't be able to convince you, but please don't forget that if one day you're not around anymore, Qiqi, Gui, and all the friends who have grown fond of you, they will all miss you dearly.
There's no need to worry, Jiangli. I know what I'm doing.
I can only hope so.
Baizhu, what did Jiang Li mean by not around anymore? Are you gonna be okay?
Every single mortal I've ever contracted with, including Baizhu and Jiang Li's master, has passed away at a young age.
Wait, that doesn't make any sense. You said that the contract with you helps people live longer.
It is a very long story.
Long ago, when plagues ravaged the land, one doctor made a pledge to rid the world of pain and suffering. But even the most ingenious mortal medicine could not stay the tide of disease. And after working tirelessly for many years, even his dearest loved ones fell sick and bade their final farewell. Legends told of an herb lord in Chenyu Vale who could cure any illness known to mankind. The doctor sought the herb lord, but found only a white snake, its breathing weak and its power all but spent.
Sign this contract and let our lives be joined. Then I will impart to you the secret art of healing. But be warned, this art will harm your own health.
With means beyond human ken, the doctor could now reverse the process of death. And yet, the time still came to say goodbye. Only now, the one departing was the doctor, his life force spent. His final act in life was to pass on the contract to his final patient, his favorite disciple. The disciple chose to dedicate their life to saving the lives of others. And generation upon generation followed in these footsteps.
Is this the uncle?
Since I inherited this contract, I've always respected the path taken by my predecessors, and followed it myself unquestioningly. That is, until I tried to use the art to save my own disciple's beloved. She begged me not to use up my own life force. She said that this art is a poisoned chalice, an evil and unnatural practice. She did not wish to sacrifice one life for the sake of another, when both were lives she treasured. Only then did it occur to me. Did I not suffer when my master passed away, just as patients' families do at their loved one's deathbed? Are not the lives cut short by this contract just as worthy of saving as any patients? What is this contract to us? Medicine or poison? Alas, I no longer have enough time left to find the answer. I entrust to your care both Changsheng and this final question. May you find a remedy for this conundrum, which has ailed us so.
Time and again, no matter how much I try to warn them or balance their chi, I can never save them. And you? What's your answer?
If I abandoned the contract and left you without a host, what would happen?
I suppose I'd spend my final moments taking a nice nap on Mount Yaojun. Then I'd be reunited with my old friends, and your predecessors.
Then it's decided. If there's a life in front of me that deserves to be saved, why shouldn't I do everything within my power to save it?
Once again, it's the same answer. So be it. Close your eyes. Who knows how many more people will take on this contract?
None. This contract will end with me.
My contract has strict requirements on the host's natural temperament. All my hosts have been most pure of heart.
But when one with an altruistic nature gains access to this art, they are more seduced than the average person by the miracle of overturning the laws of life and death. Though they know better than anyone else the fate that awaits them, when faced with the sorrows of humanity and the pain of losing their nearest and dearest, they cannot help but reach beyond human means. They are like moths that throw themselves into the flame, seeking a glimmer of hope in a dark world filled with pain and suffering.
So, Baizhu, does that mean...
I suppose that would make me a moth that yearns for the light, but doesn't want to be burned to a crisp. Cheng Sheng's art can transfer pain and suffering between people, but it cannot reduce the total amount of pain in the world. It's just like we witnessed. Either Jia Liang feared for Jiang Li's life, or Jiang Li grieved over Jia Liang's sacrifice. I have nothing but the utmost respect for my predecessors, who sacrificed their lives for their principles. But I do not wish to join their ranks, nor do I wish to pass on this contract to anyone else in the future.
Huh? But didn't you already transfer a ton of diseases onto yourself?
What makes a poison poison? And what makes a disease a disease? When it comes down to it, are not both mechanisms that affect the operations of the human body? If disease is defined as deviation from normal functioning, then who knows? Perhaps the true elixir of immortality could in fact be a kind of poison. Many may view the notion of searching for immortality in poisons and illnesses as a flagrant violation of the natural order. But to me, it is no different from the way our ancestors tested the medicinal qualities of herbs by sampling each and every one. I don't want those who come after me to lose their lives to this contract. Nor do I wish for Cheng Sheng to perish from losing her host. This leaves only one solution, doesn't it?
The elixir of mortality.
Precisely. I will be Cheng Sheng's final host, and the tradition of passing down the contract will end with me.
Even the gods of old struggle to achieve true immortality. First you want to save others, then you want to save yourself. Now you even want to save me. You're getting greedy, Baizhu.
But isn't wanting to have it all what makes us human? For a selfish moth like me, who's afraid of the flame yet yearns for the light, the only path forward is up towards the moon.
Huh. For once, Paimon just does not know what to say.
Dr. Baizhu, Traveler, what are you still chatting about? The food's about to get cold.
We also have coconut milk for Cheng Sheng and Paimon.
Okay, fine. Let's go grab some food. Paimon has a bunch of burning questions, but they can wait till after we've eaten.
Oh, Paimon.
I do envy Paimon sometimes. Eating her fill is enough to satisfy her body and mind.
True. And yet, although we call them simple pleasures, are such things as these not precisely why we mortals cling desperately to the life we have?
Well, that explains why he chases after immortality. Honestly, that'd be really cool to see him achieve that. And with that, we're done with this, what do you call that thing? With the story quest. Anyways, guys, I'll probably end the stream here since we're at 2 hours and 5 minutes. Perfect time to end the stream after finishing the quest. But thank you guys for coming to my stream, and see you guys the day after tomorrow. Because tomorrow I will be going to an appointment, so that's why I won't be able to stream. But I'll let you guys know next time when I stream, which will probably be the day after tomorrow, to be honest. But anyways, bye bye, and see you guys later.